So welcome back to everyone. And yesterday class we have seen some scrapping scripts, right? And today we'll continue and uh, so we will see one more topic, that is a CSS, just introduction for that. Okay, so just CSS, what is CSS and how to work on HTML pages. Okay, so we are going to make one HTML and CSS combination file. Then after that, we will jump to web scraping and grab some images and classes and IDs also. Okay, first we'll see how to connect CSS and HTML. That's a basic introduction. And so then we will see briefly in our upcoming classes. Okay, so today just an introduction or basics of CSS and HTML. Okay, so let's see first. So HTML stands with Cascade Style Sheets, right? So it helps to style your pages, right? So and okay, so this is our HTML program which is done in yesterday, right? So here I'm gonna give some colors for each tag. Okay, so using CSS, right? So first you have to create a CSS file. Okay, so I'm gonna give Control N for new file. After that, you have to save this. So I'm gonna save batch for like 430 dot CSS. Okay, you have to save the extension dot CSS for CSS files. You have to use dot HTML for HTML files, and you have to use dot CSS for CSS files. Okay, so I'm going to save this. Okay, so you can only give your styles and colors using HTML tags and classes. Okay, so here we have some h1, h2, h3, h4. These all are the HTML tags, and also p is a HTML tag and body is a HTML tag. Okay, so you can give the colors using your HTML tag in CSS. Okay, so let's see. And this is your CSS file, right? So first I'll give red color for entire body. Okay, so first, so if you want to give color for entire body script, you have to use body. Okay, and open and close brackets, open and close curly brackets, and here you can give color. Then you can pass your which color you want, you can pass here. Then give semicolon. Okay, that's all. Your CSS script have returned. Okay, so just save this. Then so you have to link your CSS file into your HTML file. So in here, so you can link your HTML file in before your title or after your title tag. Okay, so you can link in head HTML tag. Okay, so here just type link. Okay, so you can see the drop down menu and click enter. You can see the link format. Okay, so first one is rel, that is uh, that's a type. Okay, so that is a style sheet. Okay, so we are gonna connect, we are gonna link cascade style sheet, right? So you have to you don't make any changes here and come with h reference. Here you have to you have to give your css file name. Okay, and here just give your css file name, that is batch 430.css, right? So the both files are in same location. Okay, so you don't need to give this path here, just you have to pass the name, because your batch 430.html file and your batch 430.css file both are in same location. That's why we don't give their paths and just pass their names. That's all. Next, I'm going to save this. Okay, so I'm going to copy the batch file using Control Shift C shortcut key, and then I'm going to paste here. Now I'm going to run this. So you can see, so the body contains entire data, right? So this is the body, and in the body we have h1, h2, h3, h4, h5, h6 and paragraph tags also. Okay, so here you can see I have given a color for entire body tag. Okay, so that's why it turns into red. Okay, so if you want to give a particular tag, okay, so here I'm gonna remove body and I'm going to give h1. Okay, so that is my header 1 tag. I'm going to save this. So now I'm going to run this. So you can see here, so the first h1 has changed the color. Okay, so remaining are the same black, right? So then, so if you want to add, you can give any color you want. Okay, so I'm going to give h2 and color. So you can use RGB colors and hexacode colors and also cyan colors. Which format you want, you can use here. Okay, so I'm going to give colon blue. Okay, and you have to give the semicolon. Okay, so now I'm going to run this. You can see here the color has changed. Okay, then so I'm going to give p tag here. So I'm going to give some color like yellow, and also you can give the border size, border colon. I'm going to give 12 pixel solid. Okay, solid black. And first one is for size and one is for type, solid, dotted. Okay, so dotted border and solid border, you can give the type, and third one is color. So I'm going to save this. So I'm going to run this. So now you can see here, so 12 pixel is huge one, that's why it shows like. Okay, so I'm going to give 2. So now you can see here, so the border has shown inside the B. Okay, so if you want to uh, give entire body or entire some classes, like, so I'm going to give body, So I'm going to save this. So I'm going to run this. So now you can get the entire body as a or with a border. Okay, so I'm going to give some dark color here, like purple. Now you can see better. Yeah, so now you have get the entire font in inside the border. So if you want give a particular headings, okay, so you have to pass a border in that particular tag. That's all. Okay, so now you get the borders here, right? So these are the CSS file which you have make your pages. Okay, so you can also give tables here. Okay, so we will see in our Django classes. Okay, so we will see in our front end introduction classes. Okay, so what is tables and how to properly format this entire page, and how to write a css for each and every lines, and how to do div classes, and how to do the classes, and how to use ids. Okay, so we'll see in our front end class. Okay, so and these steps are for the web scraping. Okay, so let's move on to the web scraping. Okay, so and now, so we have seen some steps in yesterday, right? So we have seen some steps. So first you need to import requesters, right? Then after that you have to import bs4, right? Then you have to create a request. I'm going to give res as a variable name. Then after that you have to give requests, then dot get. Here you have to pass your url, right? And here I'm gonna use same aquarium wiki or some fishes like. Okay, so I'm gonna scrap. Oh, what is Siamese fruit? Okay, so I'm gonna crop this entire wikipedia page. Okay, so the fish name is beta, and the fish is also called as fighter fish. Okay, it's look classy and gorgeous looking. Okay, so I'm gonna scrap some details here, and also I'm gonna scrap these images also. Okay, so let's see. So we need more images because we are going to scrap some images. Okay, then okay, see here we have some images, right? So these are all beta fishes. Okay, so I'm gonna scrap some words and some classes and some images. Okay, so let's see. Or okay, Okay, so I'm gonna take this page, then I'm gonna grab this image. Okay, so there's a lot of discuss fish types. Okay, so I'm gonna grab these images and classes also. Okay, let's see how to do that. And I'm gonna paste the Wikipedia link, then I'm gonna run this. Then after that, so we have already know so take how to convert the source file into HTML and XML files. Okay, so first we have to use soup equal to bs4 dot tab. Okay, so you're gonna use beautiful soap. After that, you have to give rest dot text comma. So which format you're gonna make, you can give here. We have one library, that is LXML. Okay, so now I'm gonna search soup. So now we have some HTML data, right? So here, so I'm going to like, so I'm gonna scrap these titles. Okay, so just place your cursor here and right click, give inspect. So now you can see the id, so id and classes. Okay, so the id and classes is using to separate your blocks and separate your headings. Okay, so you can give each heading and each text. Okay, so you can give ids for that, and you can use that ids to give styles and css. Okay, so here we have some id, right? I'm going to copy this, and we have some classes also. Okay, so first I'm gonna copy this class name. Okay, so here, so if you go with css, if you need to pass a css styles to your class, you have to give as simple in front of your class name. Okay, so here, so dot select. Okay, here inside parenthesis, here you can pass what tag you want, you can pass here. Okay, so then if you want to pass a id, you have to use as simple in front of your id. If you want to pass a class, you have to use dot symbol in front of your class. Okay, this is the format for here and css also. Okay, so in css, so okay, so this is the format you have to use for class, right? And your css file also. Okay, so this is the Wikipedia page. Okay, so so if you want to know about this picture, so you have to click uh, right click and give inspect. So the entire detail is regarding the image. Okay, so if you want to know about this heading, simple place your cursor here and right click, give inspect. So now you can see the HTML or source element for the discuss fish heading. Okay, so you can give, you can see what title you want. Okay, so you can see their source code by using inspect. Okay, so then, so here I have choosing a class that is talk toggle span. Okay, so you can see, like, I'm gonna give inspect. So you can see here talk toggle span and the class for contents. Okay, so here I'm gonna give dot in front of class, and if you want to grab id, you have to give as simple in front of your id. Okay, so I'm going to run this. So now you can see here the class is printer. Okay, so I'm gonna choose one more, and here I'm going to give inspect. Okay, because I need some text content. Or okay, so this is your class. You can grab your class by giving dot in front of your class name. Okay, then so I'm going to give h1. So we need some fish heading, fish id, some tags, and discuss is my fish name, right? Discuss is my fish name. So I want to grab the single, I want to grab the single name. Okay, so I want to grab this text. So what gonna do? And here you have to save this soup dot select into a variable. After that, here you have pass computer and square brackets. Here you have to give some value or computer and dot text. That's all. Okay, so it places some error. Okay, so because here the value is in list, you have to grab the one value. Okay, so you have to pass 0, then now you get the title. Okay, h1 is my, and this is my h1, right? Discuss with, that is my h1. Okay, so that is my h1, and you can find here, so we have grabbed the text separately. Okay, so do you have any doubts regarding this? Do you guys hear me? Okay, whatever. And next, so I'm gonna grab this picture and I'll save in my system, save my local system. Okay, and in every web pages the images are stored in url. Okay, so in the images are stored in url. I'm gonna give inspect for this picture. You can see, you can find the url here, right? So in every page, so the image url saved in img, so you can find here. Okay, so the img tag is using to show your image in your html page. Okay, so first you need to grab the img. So here I'm going to give img, then I'm gonna check my computer. So you can find here, so the img tags, these all are the images. Okay, these all are the images, so which you have seen in here. Okay, so we have some images, right? So here we have totally some images with a list format. Okay, so I'm gonna choose only one, so that is 0. Then after that, so now you can see here that is image. Okay, so I'm gonna, so here we have some values, right? So img is a tag. Okay, so the alternative is if the image is not shown in uh, or is there any issues for showing the images, it will show in that place. Okay, so that is the alternative key. And you can watch, you can see src. Okay, src, that is a source. Okay, that is the source. Okay, so here they passed their image files. Okay, this is the image file. I'm going to copy this image file and paste into separate tab. So now you can see clearly. Okay, so it shows error because we need to grab the source file, src file. Okay, so here by grabbing your source file, you need to pass src here. So now you get the source file. Okay, now you can copy the source file and paste into here. Okay, so now you can watch your image. So we have successfully scrapped this image using Python. Okay, using Python, right? Do you have any doubts? Okay, so let's see how to save this image using Python. Okay, so here we have get the image link, right? We have get the image link. Okay, so simple. So I'm gonna create one more request for accessing the particular image, that is res equal to, or you can change into re, and request dot get, and here you can give your name, right? So I'm going to give this computer.src. Already the file is in string format, and then I'm gonna join https colon, and that's all. After that you have to give plus symbol. That's all. Now you have created a link for your image. Okay, so I'm gonna run this, right? Then so I'm going to check. Here you have to use content. Here you have to use content for reading the files. Okay, so before that we have using text, right? Dot text for the request function, and here you have to use content for your image. Okay, so you can see here these are the binary values. Okay, so you cannot read. Okay, this is the machine language. Okay, so that these are our binary values and we can't read it. Okay, and this is for the image. Okay, so if you want to save this, okay, so we have already seen in our file handling class how to copy and paste the images. Okay, so first you have to create a image file, f equal to open, and here you have to give a path with image name. Okay, so I'm gonna store e slash slash python projects slash slash discuss. Okay, dot, you have to mention your extension dot jpg. Okay, then after that you have to give wb, because so we can only read the files in binary format. You have to use wb. Okay, so just run this. Okay, so now the file has created, and let's check. So E, and here Python projects. So now you can find here discuss.jpg. So the file has created. Okay, so now you need to give information and file on it. Okay, this is the empty file. Okay, so you can see the menu, item type JPEG file, and size is 0 bytes. There is no file in that. Okay, so we have created empty image file. You need to give some image in there. Okay, so I'm gonna give f dot write. Okay, then here now you can pass your re dot content. Okay, so already we have seen content returns binary value. Okay, so here we have opened discuss.jpg as a binary writing format. Okay, so I'm going to run this. Then so now the file has written, and you need to close this. Okay, so finally now I'm going to check the file. So now the file has downloaded. Okay, so we have scrapped a image file from the website. Okay, using Python, right? It's opening. So now you can see, so we have scrapped a image using Python. And if you want to scrap 1,000 images for that same places, so if you go with Nakri, so the everyone's profile image showed in some particular place, right? Some particular place. So you can easily, or you can repeatedly download their images. Okay, so by using this same script. Okay, so if one picture, you go to your browser and click the image and right click it, then save the image. That's all, that's fine. Okay, so if you want to download 1,000 images, right? So in that time we need to use Python, this script for scrapping the image. Okay, right? Is it clear? Do you have any doubts? Speak with me. Are you guys all are listening? Reply me. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And do you have any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, done. Okay, so your web scraping class is over, and tomorrow and the day after tomorrow we'll see some JSON files, how to work on that. Okay, so then after that your web server class has completed. Then from Monday you'll go with OOP, object oriented programming. Okay, so from Monday we'll go with next chapter, OOP, right? So go through your previous topics like databases and web servers, and if you have any doubts, ask me on tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Okay, so before I'm going to start OOP. Okay, so go through that and ask me if you need any help, and if you want any clarifications regarding the previous topics. Okay, so ask me on tomorrow, and thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.